Welcome back and thanks for being here. I just want to say, I really appreciate all of you guys watching videos and especially new subscribers. Lately, a lot of you guys have been new and commenting and saying you're new and just commenting on the whole journey we've been on so far. And I really appreciate that. So to kick off today's video, today is Friday and it's early morning and I thought I might try something a bit different today. I have so many small nitpicky projects I really want to get done around the place. I also have a lot of work to do. So usually I start out the day with my work stuff and I try to aim to be done by 3 or 4 p.m. so I can do some things outside, and it almost never works out, like literally almost never. So which just tells you the work can be never ending. But also I have a really difficult time focusing like midday on work stuff. So things take me twice as long as they should. In the afternoon, though, mentally, I'm hyper productive. It's just a way more productive time for me, like after 2 p.m. So what I'm going to try today as an experiment is I'm going to start my day working on projects. And I'm going to give myself a goal to be done by a certain time or just stop by a certain time. So then I can start work, and I'm going to work until 5 or 6 this evening. So I'm going to bring you guys along while I try that today. I've got to get ready. I've not even started anything for my day yet. Don't even have mascara on yet, which feels like a crime in my life. Anyways, and then we'll just jump in. All right, so I'm outside and I've got everything gathered up. Let me show you my little area here. I'm working in the front of the kitchen garden that I just put that weed fabric down last night. And I've got the pieces of furniture I'm going to work on today. These have been bothering me for a long time. One's for sale, 2 are for the girls' room, and this bird bath I just really need to refurbish. So I want to do it at the same time as I'm doing everything else. So I have a fun idea for this bird bath, you'll see soon. These are 2 end tables we've had just a long time. And I'm just going to put a coat of paint on them for the girls' room so that they've got something. My allergies are bothering me today, I'm sure you can tell. This is an old white coffee table I've had for years. And there's just nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it's ugly. So I'm just going to paint it so I can sell it. That's it. Brought out paint and supplies and poly and these signs I've got to get up on the pool deck. And over here, I've got scraper, sandpaper. I've got to go put these in the building. And then I've got these Kajari melons that a friend sent me from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Thank you, Vanessa. I met Vanessa at a local seed swap a couple years ago, and we've been Facebook friends ever since. She's a gem. I love her. But anyways, she asked me if I'd ever grown Kajari melon before, and I said no, I've heard of it and I've thought of it. And she said she grew it last year and loved it. So she sent me some seeds, but then she sent me like a ton of seeds too, and a t-shirt. Not this one, I was just pulling at my shirt, but anyways, super sweet of her. So I am going to be doing an arch back here from bed 3 and 4, and so I'm going to go ahead and plant the Kajari melons in one of these beds, maybe both. Now, because they're seeds, they need some time to come up, but I'm also going to be moving those few rogue tomatoes from up here to back here. So I will have tomatoes and Kajari melons vining the same arch. And if I could get the arch up really soon, that'd be exciting. We have it. I've just got to go find it. It's probably stuck in the woods somewhere, buried in tall grass. But anyway, so I have all my stuff gathered for my project. And I brought out, I was also cleaning up like our DIY corner in the living room where we've got paint and supplies and everything that we're using. I did recently organize it so it looks so much better. But I knew I was done with all the grays, and so I brought out any of the paint in the house that we no longer need inside, put in the building. I got to put those signs up. So I'm just kind of slowly getting things out of there that don't need to stay. But then also the paint for this, I went ahead and brought out because it doesn't need to be inside anyway. So I went ahead and brought it out. I'm not going to work on that today because I need to power wash it before I paint it. So that's a little bit of a longer project. These other 2 up here, I've just got to clean them up, maybe a little rough sand and paint. And as long as I can keep the cats off of them while they're drying, it'd be great. But the cats are literally already on the furniture. So that might not work. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think what I'll do is I'll paint a piece, see what they do. And if they get crazy with it, I might just take the furniture inside to do it. the cable ties I grabbed for the deck signs were way too big. So thank goodness for being organized. I love this. All right, so I've got the pool going, but you can see right there? So there's a little film in most places, and in some places there's actual debris. So I get in every Friday and I drag the automatic vacuum around to make sure it gets every spot. That's also when I adjust the chemicals when I'm done. So I'm gonna do that later today after I get the painting stuff done. But anyway, so I got this sign up, super cute. I brought our umbrella out because it's not been hot enough to use it yet, but it is now. I'm gonna swap out this chair. It's a low profile beach chair and everybody pretty much hates it. I also need to sweep under there. Over here on this side, I got the mermaid up. And this is our stand for the umbrella. This is our pool stick for cleaning the pool. Anyways, and then this chair, you guys, look at that. It is so on its very last legs. Kids ripped this. But what I'm doing is, for now, I'm just using it. I put a big beach towel across this so you can't see the ugly parts. And in the next couple of weeks, just whenever I feel like it, I'll order another one. But for now, I'm going to take this chair to the building. I don't know what to do with that. This is real janky, but hey, that might be savable. I don't know. And this was super duper bright, so it's really faded, but I mean, it's fine. But no one uses it here on the deck because you can see it's just way too close to the floor because it's meant for beaches. So I got the deck swept off, got the other chair over there, and I found this other end table. I don't know if it's going to be too big, but it is dirty. So I'm just going to clean this off with the hose before I take it over, because I have a water hose over there, but I turn it on from way over here, so it's kind of annoying. It came pretty clean, but it's got this piece of tape on it, which gets on my nerves. And honestly, I'm like the world's worst at leaving these things because they get on my nerves. And then I'm like, why don't I just scratch that off? All right, so I moved the umbrella over here because there just wasn't room on the other side with the chair. I still need to get a towel here, but I'll do that when I come out here in a bit to clean the pool. And then again, mermaid, and the umbrella goes there. And then here on this side, we've got the Life is Better by the Pool and a much better functional chair for this space. Plenty of room for people to walk through. People don't really hang out up here. For the most part, it's me. I lay out here and I tan. Usually I'm alone. Or Ella and Connor will swim together. And when they get out to chill, they'll be together. So enough seating for two is really all I'm concerned about. But sometimes Hadley is with them, so then between this, the three of them could sit there. Anyways, so I'm liking that. Cute little pool refresh, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the towel and the umbrella and everything when I'm out here later, because I'm going to get in and do the cleaning like I mentioned, and have me some me time, because work is stressing me out. Anyways, so so I'll show you. I put a little decoration on the gate too. So this is not on there real good, so I hope the kids don't knock it off. But anyways, was just looking through all my decor, and it's summertime, so might as well get the patriotic stuff up. These glads that flop really bother me. I'm gonna have to cut these here real soon. While we're here, let me show you how this is going. This has been in the ground maybe 2 days. Yeah, I'd say about 2 days. So of course you can tell I still need to come around and clean up a bit. Mostly like just right here really, but it is starting to dry out a bit. I've not hand watered this at all since it's gone in. Everything looks happy. I mean, even these petunias look happier than they did in containers, so I'd say they're loving their life. I think I will go ahead and mulch it because I've got some height variations, and this is on a downhill, so like this one just looks higher. So anyway, I think I'll do that. I'm leaving this area open for working on the pool, but we are going to build like a little lattice half fence that comes out on this side and that way to shield the pump. And we'll probably get around to that this summer because we have talked about it for several years. And before I go get to work on painting stuff, the pump is stuck on the ladder again, the vacuum. So I need to get it pulled out. We did also decide we're gonna go with the black shed. I think it was called a workshop. It's got the 4-foot door. It's got a door on both sides. It is used, so hopefully it's still there. But we think it's gonna work best for that space and for what we need. And being able to access it on both sides is pretty cool. So anyways. So we're going to be making those arrangements here just in the next couple of days, just as soon as I can just call them and get everything figured out. And then I'll let you guys know like how soon it'll be delivered and stuff, because that's going to be fun. And then I'll be able to finalize the back of the kitchen garden, because I am going to do my landscape fabric that way, but I'm not going to do like the last 4 feet until the shed is delivered, because they're probably going to have to back over there. So then once the shed is delivered, I can finish the landscape fabric, put the mulch down, plant the Colorado blue spruce, all the things I intend for the back of the kitchen garden. So that stuff just has to wait for the shed. Definitely gonna have to take this furniture in to paint it. These guys are too freaking adorable. Okay, so with this guy, I went in and I scraped all the loose paint off of there. So this is not going to be a perfect project, you guys. This is just a DIY I'm doing for myself. So I wasn't worried about getting everything off. I just got everything loose off. And then this is a bowl that we've had sitting by our water spigot for some time that we just put, we fill it up with water for the cats and dog. And since I've got the white appliance spray paint out, I'm going to spiff this up too. So I'm going to take this in the house and actually give this a good scrubbing. So it cleaned up pretty good, but definitely needs some work. Back looks pitiful too. I think I'm going to spray the back and then set it somewhere where the cats can't get it. The spray paint typically dries pretty fast. I'll show you what I'm going to use. This is what I'm going to use. It's for like metal and different things. I got this to do the sink over there. And so hopefully there's enough. I'm just going to use it on this. I don't think I want to use it on the base of that. I'm not sure yet. Oh. Wow, this one is really hard to push. Dang. I feel like I need to use 2 hands. Alright, so there's one coat. But I don't know that I'm going to do more on the bottom because like it's literally the bottom. As a side note, I want to add something in here as to my state of mind, because I'm like really, like my hands are shaking right now because I'm so mad. So I have a professional I'm dealing with for a client of mine, and who has stepped in and insulted me via email for like 2 days straight. She is so absolutely unprofessional. She's been ridiculous and dramatic, and she's been copying our mutual client on the emails, but then like every third email she just sends directly to me and insults me, and I just forward them to my client because I'm like, this lady is being ridiculous. So cut to, that just really escalated. She started cussing me out, all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, I'm done. This is enough. And so I forwarded all that to my client. I've blocked her. I'm moving on with my life. If I've got to lose that client, step away from that situation 100%, I'm doing it. And that's what I told him. You know, if you think there's an issue here, I'll leave. You have someone evaluate it, figure out what you think the issue is, whatever. But I really adore these clients. I've had them for 3 years. They know me very well. We've worked together really well. Things are really good. So all of this is kind of just like out of the blue. But however, I do believe spiritually that people come into your life in different times to evoke and trigger parts of you. And me being insulted professionally by someone who doesn't know me is a trigger for me. Now, if a client I'm working with has something negative to say, I take constructive criticism very well. But if someone just, because I mean, honestly, I'm a human, I make mistakes, I'm not perfect. So if they're like, hey, why are you doing that this way? I think it should be done this way. No problem. Let's have a conversation about it. Let's be professional, you know, whatever. And sometimes changes need to be made. But But if someone who literally doesn't know me or even know what they're talking about, and you can tell in the way that they're wording things that they have no clue what they're talking about, that sets me off in all kinds of upset. So I'm upset. I've had to block her, and I may lose a client over it, but I don't, in the grand scheme of things, I don't care to lose a client over it, but it has me in a tizzy. I don't like being talked to that way. It's very uncalled for and unprofessional. I screenshotted everything and sent it to my husband. He's livid at work and wants to kick somebody's butt, and it's just like, you know, and I was even telling Connor as I passed through the kitchen a minute ago what was going on, and he was like, I'll beat somebody up if you want me to, Mom. And I'm thankful that my whole gang is on my side, obviously, and will protect me. But I let my kids especially know what's going on with stuff like this, so they know if I'm in a mood, why I'm in a mood. You know, like if I need some space, if I need extra hugs, if I need to be left alone, whatever. This is what's going on in my life, kids, and this is why, you know. And so I've always been really clear and transparent with my kids about work stress and adult stresses and things like that, because it helps them to understand me better as their parent and as just a human. So anyways, I'm not in a great mood, and I really wanted to paint those things. But I think what I'll do is I'm going to do the bird bath. I have concluded I have to move the furniture inside to do it anyway. So I think I just need to get an area set up in the living room. It just kind of annoys me because I took all the paint supplies outside, and now I'm going to have to move them back in. But it is much cooler in the house anyway. So I think I'm going to resolve to do the bird bath outside in a minute after I go get a drink. And then move all the other stuff inside and get a coat on everything, and then go do my pool chore and like float, relax. I kind of want to do that right now because I'm just like so mad. We'll see. So when my friend Jessica recently sent me the Kajari melon, she sent a lot of flowers too, other seeds as well. So this is one of them. It's a hummingbird and butterfly mix. And then these few seeds I have in my hand are the red cactus frilly zinnias. So I am going to put some of these in this new bed back here. I'm going to do the flower mix along the back of bed 3 and 4 here in the back. The zinnias I'm just going to put in a certain spot because they're going to be so beautiful. So I want to have them just like anywhere. But the Kajari melons I'm going to do on this side because I want them to vine. So I'm just trying to figure out which bed I want them in, because the arch is going to be back here in the back half. And so one side I've got to do tomatoes, the other side is the Kajari melons. And right here I've got some plants, but I am growing things on a trellis, so they won't take up a ton of room. But see, then I've got some room there. So I'm just trying to pop some things in. I think I'll do my zinnias over here. That way they grow up in the brassicas and provide some color over here. Yeah, so zinnias right about there. Wildflower mix along the back. Wildflower mix along the back. And then Kajari melons right over here. Well, it's acting like it's fixing to rain. But so I dug up those temporary tomatoes. And I did this little tiny, ever so smallest like faux trellis for this cucumber that was sprawling all the way over there. Oh, look, the tomato's almost ready. ADD moment. Fun. Anyway, so did that. I planted the zinnia seeds here. And then I moved my 3 tomatoes here that are going to crawl up my arch. And I did the wildflower seeds there. And then I have wildflower seeds here and Kajari melons here. And then all the rest of this is empty and I have no plans for it. So I'm just kind of waiting to see. But that makes me feel really good and productive to have finally moved those tomatoes. So that'll be nice. There'll be some flowers here, flowers there. I'd say this bed is totally done because it's going to be full. And I guess after I paint these, I'm going to have to go and decide if I want to do soil or mulch inside all the blocks, really, because it needs to be done. Ooh, the other day in a video I was editing just recently, I was trying to show you guys this area, but it was so bright. Oh my God, there is a yellow one. What are you doing with yourself? That is so beautiful. Are there 2 plants in there? That can't be. Look at that. There's 2 plants, but this guy and this guy are on the same plant. How beautiful are you? Oh my goodness. Love it. What I was trying to show you too is that this guy Was a bit shocked and dry after I brought it home, and everything in here has really perked up. So it is so lovely. Oh, so beautiful. By the way, that tomato I dug out of the raised bed and threw in that bed, it's dying. Let's go look closer because I really should clean it up. Like I said, I just set it in this bed on top of, this is the healthy plant that was here. Okay, here's the one we pulled out of the raised bed. So see, and it's got some tomato or potatoes on it, but they're very green. I'm just gonna need to throw that because it's suffocating this otherwise healthy plant. But see, this guy fell off of it. So, yep, I'm just gonna do that because it looks awful depressing over here like that. This guy, I think we'll just see if he'll do anything. You know, why waste it? I can't eat it, it's too green. So we'll do that. While I walk over here to throw this away, I throw all my plant debris in this tall grass because it'll just break down. We don't mow it. See? Just like that. Back to nature. Anyways, I thought I'd show you our mimosa tree. We put this in last year. And it's missing limbs. I don't know if something's eating on it or what, but it was looking pretty pitiful when we first moved back in. But it's leafing out, doing better. This one came from the other house. This is Chinese pistachio. It's red in the fall. It's beautiful. Drops all leaves in the wintertime, so that's a bummer. But anyways, I was really thinking that in the fall when this is red and these are still all green, how lovely that'll be. So it's doing pretty good. So I guess I could just check the weather and see if it's supposed to rain, but it's been like cloudy, overcast, hovering pretty much all day. But I think before I paint this bird bath, I'll go ahead and get the furniture pieces in the house in case it does start raining, just so I feel better about it. I got a coat on this darn fly flying around. It definitely needs to. That paint sucks, you guys. That paint sucks. Look at it, just got all over me. Makes me just want to brush something. Wish I had a different white spray paint. I'm sure I do somewhere, but I'm not organized enough in the building to know where it's at. So now I'm going to start this bird bath, and you guys, it's like so cracked in there. I think best case it's gonna be a little jank, but you know what? I don't care. Because I have this plan to do the bottom of the basin where the water sits in a blue color I got. That's for these right here. It's a different blue, but still in the same family, just way brighter. And then the rest of it I'll just do white again. So that where the water sits will be blue, and I think that'll be really pretty. Kind of like they do with ponds and pond liners and stuff like that. So, anyways, the grumbling for the rain is far off. Way off in the distance over there. So, I'm thinking just go for it. I already took the other furniture in, but I didn't take the coffee table because I've got that setting on it. Cats are over here fighting. Starling is picking on his mama. Are you being mean to your mother? Rude. Oh no, I feel sprinkles. It's sprinkling. Look at this dawn on my ring. Hope that comes off. It should. Yep. Just wipes right off. Unlike this spray paint crap. Can't hardly even scrub off. This paint, this blue paint I'm using, I got from my raised bed. It's out exterior masonry and concrete paint. So it ought to be fine. Ah, wait till you see this color. It ought to be fine in the base of this. Oh my God, so colorful. Woo, look at that. So, spoiler alert, that's the color for my bricks. I want to get this off right here. Ooh. Because it's like the only super duper obvious imperfection. Okay, I was able to wipe it off and touch it up with the white. Okay, so this is nothing I'm trying to sell. I just want to beautify for my own yard, and I love it. I love the little bird on the side. I actually was debating painting it a different color, like gold or something. I've got some gold spray paint, but I'd have to like tape everything around here off. I may still do that. That'd be adorable. Because sometimes, depending on where it's setting, you don't notice there's a bird there because it just blends in. So anyways, you can see the basin is still really scarred up, but it's not going to be super noticeable. And I'm happy with how that turned out. It's just like a fresh coat of paint. It's not perfect. It's old, y'all. It's old. It is what it is, and it's so much better. So this bowl here, I got a second coat on the inside of it. I'm gonna call it good. So these two projects, I just need to leave here or set somewhere where the cats can't get to them. I got to clean out these brushes. I don't think I'm doing anything else. Those colors, the two pieces, the two end tables are going to be orange, and that paint is up on the porch already. Since it's sprinkling, I think I'm going to work on that either on the porch or inside, and I'll do the pool cleaning stuff after that. But anyways, my mood has really simmered down. I love painting. It's very calming for me. So, but I'm really tickled with how that turned out. I can't wait for it to dry and to put water in it. It's just going to be cute. I love bird baths because I love birds. Forgot to add really quick, I'm going to spray a coat of poly on both of these just because they're going to be outside and I want to kind of protect that paint. But I'm pretty sure I have to wait until the paint dries. Must be dry. Okay. So, yep. So after that dries, both of those, I'll spray some poly on it, let it dry some more just because they're going to be in the elements. And it'll be a nice little finished shiny coat. The second of my 3 hose stoppers came in while we were working on that project. So I'm going to go put this guy out. This one is a leaf and a bird. The other one is a leaf and a butterfly, I think. Yeah, see, the other one is a butterfly. So I put this guy here. So cute. A peek into my life for a moment. My non-productive life. It's pouring outside now, so I'm glad I'm not out there and I got everything out of the way. And I am watching some NCIS. I love shows. I don't think you could say that word on. I love investigative crime shows. Let me just say that. And I'm having some white chocolate, raspberry truffle ice cream. And you guys, this is my absolute favorite. Anyway, so I'm having a downtime for a moment. Still, I'm going to get the things in here painted or refinished, whatever they are, because the little heart-shaped thing, I'm pretty sure my husband's dad made that, and I might try the Old English on it instead of painting it. I'll show you. That guy right there in the middle. It's got little hearts. I thought it would be really good for Hadley next to her bed. But you can see it's got a sticker on it and the top's all scratched up. So I might just give it a light sanding and do some Old English on it. This one right here I'm definitely painting orange, and this is an old piano seat I found at an antique store I thought would be cute as a stool. I'm going to paint that, and I think it might live on the front porch. I'm not sure. So those are the things I want to get done, because then they can just sit in here and dry, and they'll be ready to be in the girls' room by the time the girls get home tonight. And I may not even be able to get to the pool if it's going to end up being rainy and stormy like this. Like if it's lightning off, you know, even a couple miles away, I don't need to be in the pool. So back to NCIS and ice cream. So I hadn't really showed you the girls' room since they got it done, but they did their decorating. Got their Harry Potter stuff. They still have a little too much stuff for this room, but I think they like it, so whatever. But here's where this nightstand is going to live. Here's Ella's. Put some of her stuff on it. She picked out this canvas to hide the bowing wall. Tells you how feisty she is. And then we never have painted this organizer. Got the feet on it so that things fit. They loaded it up and it's fine like that. And then over here is her dresser and get ready mirror, which you would have seen a lot of these things in our old video when I made over her other room. There's her floor length mirror. And that's how everything looks. Alright friends, so I don't think I'm going to get anything else productive done today other than my work stuff. I'm making chicken and dumplings for dinner. Some girls will be here probably in the next hour or so. So I'm going to be working, making dinner, working again. But whatever, you know what? If I can wrap it all up tonight and not have to work on the weekend, that'll be super fabulous. And just want to say thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. So glad we got little projects done in the garden. We got little nitpicky things done off the to-do list and the end tables, and they look really cute in the girls' room. So I'm just really happy with that. And I can't wait to see the new white bird bath, like actually sitting over in the garden. It has literally rained ever since I did that project. And so I probably won't move it over there until tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because that's going to be fun, and I'm going to work outside. It's going to be Saturday for me, so I'm going to work outside like all day if I can. All day. And just get so much done. I'm so excited. So anyways, thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We love you guys.